We know more about the surface of Mars than we do about the depths of our own oceans. Beneath the waves lies a world so alien, so hostile, and so unexplored that it might as well be another planet. It is a place of crushing pressure, eternal darkness, and life forms that defy every expectation. Tonight we descend into that darkness, to explore the strange and creepy things from the ocean's depths. Beauty and terror merge, creatures that look like nightmares, lakes that kill, and sounds with no explanation. Join us as we reveal what hides below. From alien ecosystems to monsters and mysteries, this is the abyss. We begin with life where none was expected. For decades, scientists believed that life at extreme depths would be sparse, fragile, barely clinging to survival. In July 2024, Chinese researchers aboard the submersible Fendouge explored over 9 kilometers into the Northwest Pacific. What they found was astonishing. Not a barren wasteland, but thriving communities of worms, mollusks, and new species. Vast fields, building bustling ecosystems where no sunlight has ever reached. In 2024, researchers uncovered microscopic caves just beneath the ocean bed filled with warm fluids. Inside lived sea snails, worms, and larvae of giant tube worms, life completing its cycle where we cannot see. This forces us to confront an unsettling possibility. Life may thrive in secret, hidden worlds beneath our feet. Entire ecosystems, invisible to the casual eye. The deeper we go, the stranger life becomes. One of the most disturbing patterns is abyssal gigantism. Armored like prehistoric tanks, dozens of clawed legs that scuttle across the seafloor. In shallow waters, they are centimeters long. Here, they reach half a meter. Then, there is the colossal squid, up to 15 meters long, with eyes as big as dinner plates. Eyes large enough to stare back like a full moon in the dark. Scientists suggest gigantism helps conserve heat, survive scarce food, and escape predators. In an environment where survival depends on every advantage, size matters. Few animals capture the horror of the abyss like the vampire squid. Its name means vampire squid from hell. When threatened, it turns its arms inside out, forming a cloak of menace. It ejects a cloud of glowing blue mucus, a luminous fog filled with sparkling orbs. This trap sticks to predators, turning them into beacons that attract larger hunters. It thrives in the oxygen minimum zone, a deadly layer where only the most extreme can survive. In darkness and suffocation, the vampire squid rules as an undead monarch of the deep. Not all deep-sea monsters have teeth. Meet xenophyophores, giant single-celled organisms the size of dinner plates. They build intricate shells from sand, heavy metals, even uranium and lead, architects of toxic beauty and crushing pressures. Few phenomena are more terrifying than brine pools. Underwater lakes of salt so toxic, they kill nearly everything that touches them. One example is the hot tub of despair, a lake in the Gulf of Mexico where crabs and fish fall in and are instantly preserved. Edges lined with chemosynthetic worms, bacteria, and mussels feeding on toxic chemicals. Imagine descending into total darkness, then the abyss lights up like a galaxy. Nearly 90% of deep-sea creatures produce their own light. Anglerfish dangle glowing lures in front of jagged teeth, tricking prey into their mouths. Lanternfish flash patterns across their bellies to camouflage. Some species produce red light invisible to others. Vampire squids unleash glowing clouds to blind attackers. An underwater fireworks show used for communication, camouflage, and attack. It is an alien language of light. If the deep has a language of light, it also has a voice. For decades, scientists have recorded strange sounds echoing through water, noises that defy explanation. The most famous is the bloop, an ultra-low sound heard across 3,000 miles in 1997. Scientists later traced it to icequakes, the sound of glaciers cracking. Other mysterious sounds include Julia, Slow Down and Train, all traced to shifting icebergs scraping the seafloor. But one sound remains unexplained, upsweep, detected for over 30 years, growing louder each spring and fall. Not all mysteries are biological. In 2011, divers discovered the Baltic Sea anomaly, a 70-meter object resting 300 feet down. Off Japan, the Yonaguni Monument, staircase-like terraces. Some see ruins, others natural rock. Its massive terraces feel eerily deliberate, like ruins of a forgotten civilization. Whether geology or something more, these structures remind us how little we truly know. Next, new discoveries and the threats that come from above. The deep ocean is alive with constant discoveries. In 2024 alone, expeditions identified hundreds of new species. Psychedelic worms, massive crab swarms, bizarre creatures that defy categories. Creatures we thought extinct like glass sponge reefs, still thrive, filtering oceans with structures more complex than modern engineering. Each dive reveals the ocean is stranger than we imagined. For millions of years, the abyss remained undisturbed. No more. Deep-sea mining operations target vast swaths of ocean floor, scraping away unique ecosystems for metals like cobalt and nickel. In test sites, life has not recovered even after decades. Species that took millions of years could vanish before we name them. Ocean acidification weakens skeletons of glass sponges. Warming waters disrupt delicate ecosystems. Noise pollution from ships and machinery drowns out the voices of whales and marine life. The deep zone language is at risk of being silenced. The deep sea is no longer untouchable. Its survival depends on what we choose to do now. Conservation, research, and restraint are our only tools to protect it. The ocean's depths remain the last great wilderness on Earth, a place where light cannot reach and pressure crushes steel. A realm of giants and ghosts, of glowing predators and deadly lakes, of sounds we cannot explain and structures we cannot fully understand. Every new discovery proves the abyss is not empty. It is overflowing with life, mystery, and terror. But these secrets are fragile. If we destroy them now, we may never learn the full story of what hides in the dark. We are not the masters of this planet. We are only explorers, glimpsing the edge of a world far older, far stranger, and far more powerful than ourselves. And in the black silence of the abyss, there are still secrets waiting to rise.